Oh man. Okay. I've been farting around with the cameras, the computer, the audio, all a doggone day. And what happens is I end up missing this beautiful sunny day. You can still see the sun. Sun is still out. It's in the evening. I don't know if you can see the sun, but it's out. There it is. Still out. And I've been trying to get out here in order to do basically a gardening tour to see what my garden. Want to buy those seeds today? I would. Well, I'm gonna try to get through the tour quickly. Um, see, the snow has melted. I don't think we're gonna get no more snow. And for those of us in Zone 5 that want to grow stuff, this is the exciting time. This is actually the safe time where you can put everything down out in the ground. Well, here, this is the efforts that I did last year. This is the resulting effort. As you can see, those weeds are beginning to grow back even through the wood chips. But had I not put the wood chips down, all of that would look like that. Would totally already be full of weeds. Now, what I can't do is be bending over for these little pieces that through. And the only thing I want to come through is the daylilies, which that's what all those are. That's growing problem number one. Okay, mosey on down here to my plum tree. Trying not to fall because there's a lot of places where I can step, misstep. And in my backyard, I forgot to bring my cane out here with me. Okay, this is my plum tree. Plum tree have budded and flowered. And I want to know, as a newbie, I made a newbie mistake. I want to know, is it too late to get the other plum tree? Because, see, I only bought one last year. Didn't know if it was going to come back because all of it was, just branches like that. It was only a few leaves. And when winter came, all of these fell off. And so it was just branches. And I didn't know if it was going to come back or not. Well, this is proof. The plum tree actually came back. Problem is, I don't think I'm going to get no fruit because I was already told that I had to have a second plum tree. This is what I want to know. Is it too late to get that second plum tree? Oh, no. Because seeing the flowers already scared me. It made me think I'm already too late to help this one along. It looked like it would have gave me a lot of fruit because I see a lot of flowers. Anyway, okay, that's problem number two. Problem number three is over here by my mint. This is a new species. Trees always bring about all kinds of species of plant life. The wind blows it in the trees drop it down in my yard. So I don't know what the heck this is, but it has taken over. I want to know what's a safe way to get rid of these without affecting my mints, because my mints is coming along beautiful. These are picture perfect. And I want the rest of them to come in without being taken over by this plant. So I don't know what the heck that is. All right. Growing pain number 3. I'm not sure it was the best way to handle this. But here is, here's my oregano from last year. And I already know they grow bushy, bush out. I wanted to split this up and put it in other cubicles in this garden. I wanted to know, is it safe to, like digging in, like cut it in half, pick it up and put it in another cubicle? So that's what's happening to my basil and this my basil. And I got all these sticks left from last year. I tried to pull them by hand. It didn't work out. So I definitely have to thin this basil down because it's already growing like crazy for this year. And what I would like to do is spread it out into these other cubicles. I don't even have to worry about planting seeds. I believe I can easily transplant that. So as a newbie, not so newbie, that's another question I like to ask my gardening friends. Okay. Gardening, growing pain number 4. Here are my onions in the container. And these are the tubers from last year. And what happened to my onions last year is they bolted. And I was disappointed because they didn't turn into onions, but instead it gave me an abundance of seeds. I want to know, as a newbie, not so newbie, is it too late to plant the onion seeds from the seed now in the containers? Okay. All right. Growing pain number 4. 5. I'm on 5 now. My rose bush. This rose bush comes back every year. You said try cabbage? Okay, I got cabbage in the kitchen growing right now. I'm willing to try that, but I'm almost thinking it's already too warm because it was 81 degrees today. But anyway, this is a rose bush. If you didn't know any better, you would just think it's a nuisance bush. But soon there will be pretty roses growing everywhere. I want to know, what's the best time to transplant or clip this plant so that I could get these roses started growing somewhere else? Oh, year round? I thought cabbage, you couldn't do cabbage in the summer. Okay, well, it could have been me just making mistakes because my cabbage didn't do that great last year. The sun wilted it. And maybe it could have just been me doing something wrong. Anyway, those are the outdoor growing pains. Now, I'm moseying on indoors. My indoor, I'm going to do a pit stop right here on my front porch. And show y'all my cabbage is this is not cabbage, this is spinach. And what I want to do is I want to make another container But I don't know if it's too late for spinach yet. That's problem number 6, right? All right. Now I'm going inside. My indoor problems. Okay. Here's my aloe plant. I'm not sure what I need to do to get this one back on the right track. But I do know now, I learned the hard way, they don't like full sun. So I got this one sitting over in the cut, and it's looking great. It's doing great. But this one, not so much. I need some tips on aloe. What to do with aloe plants. All right. Now, indoors. My biggest problem indoors is me. Excuse me for being out of breath. But one of the things I wanted to do was set up an automated watering system for the herbal plants. For the herbal stuff I got. Like that. See, this mint is grown out of this container. But I don't want to put it outside. I want to make new pots and have more growing indoors because I don't want to have to go outdoors if I'm in the middle of cooking something. I just want to be able to go right here to my windowsill in the kitchen and get what I want. But if I don't create an automatic system of watering here, I don't need to make it no new pots. Anyway, so how you doing, Greg? That brings me to the other problem I have with displaying my indoor garden. My technology keep letting me down. I wanted to come on here with the laptop because with the laptop, you can see the chat. Okay, those roses bloom by the summer. By the time the summer, so I don't know what species that is. I would like to figure out what the species is. Same thing. I don't know what species my plum is, so how do I know what kind of plum tree to get so I can plant a second tree and mate it? So that's my other gardening question and my growing pains. I just wanted to get that off my chest and make it so I can submit this video in my gardening groups and perhaps hopefully get some help and answers to the problems I am facing. Plum, spring, and summer. Yeah, but I need to know what kind of plum tree to get. I don't know what species that plum tree is. I lost the little card thing, placed it, don't know what I did with it. And Lowe's didn't know what I was talking about because they said, they don't have no control over what species come in. They don't keep track or record of that. Oh, it don't matter. So I could get any plum tree and it'll work. Is it too late yet, Greg? This is what I want to know. Because it's already flowered. I know what the other plants flower means. That's when they bring forth seeds. So when the plum tree flowers, does that mean that's seeds or is that just flowering for, I don't know. That's what scared me. I'm thinking that it's already too late for my plum tree. I'm hoping it's not, but I want to go shopping for a plum tree. That's the main thing. I want to go and get new out there. I don't plan to buy no new plants. That's how it could be. I know orange breed with anything citrus. Well, I do remember that it had a long list of the varieties. Um, I just didn't want to mess up. And then I'm more concerned about the flower part. The flowers. Does the flower mean they already started to reproduce and I'm too late? Or is that just the beginning and it's going to keep on flowering? Or is this a short period of flower, a long period? I don't know. I don't know. That's my growing pains right now. I don't know. So I need to be hurrying up because, see, it went from just little green little buzz in a matter of 3 days. It was green little buzz. We had 2 days of heavy rain pour, and then 2 more days of sunny, and today is bright and sunny. And now I got all them little green buds and turned into flowers. So I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that. Anyway, the only other thing I wanted to discuss plant wise was this garlic. I'm gonna put that outside because I know the garlic like the cooler temperatures too. Ooh. But I just wanted to show that it was a success um, in me getting it rooted. So those people who were scared to try to grow something, they say they got a black thumb. I wanted to show them, look, this is the garlic. I just stuck the bulb in the jar with the bottom touching the water, and those roots grew down to where the water level is. You see how the water level was lower than the garlic? The roots grew down into the water. So plants know what to do once you give it what it needs. Most plants need sun and water. So this little experiment is a success. I had watched so many YouTubers, and all of them had showed me starting this garlics off by separating the cloves. And this is proof that you don't have to do that first step. You don't have to separate the cloves like that. Because what happened was it was hard for me to sit the cloves up in any particular jar when I separate them. It was difficult. So, yeah, because I was watching other YouTubers and they would have a little container and sit all bunch of them, bunch of the cloves in water like that. And I discovered you don't have to do all that. This is proof. This is my proof. You don't have to do all that. That you can just take one garlic clove, and it was people it was talking about. You said flower means it could self-pollinate. Are you sure? I'ma ask. That's why I'm making this video. I'm gonna put this in my garden groups and ask them because I'm having growing pains. Anyway, some of y'all who've been paying attention, you know that I had started out the garlic in a jar like that. So I want to do it again. And I'm gonna show you what I did. And these I'm gonna plant outdoors. And then I'm gonna get a whole new batch started. So that's all I'm using is water. Well, it's ready to eat. You could eat it like that, but I'm trying to grow it. I want to grow. Each one of these is gonna grow me a whole new garden. At least that's what I'm hoping and counting on. That's my understanding. Trying to get the skin off this one. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to show you that you could get it to root without taking the skin off. So all I'm gonna do is the same thing to this one. I had one, this bottle was from another bulb plant that I had. I'm gonna fill it up to the top. And just sit the whole thing down in there. Actually, I can look less. But all I want is the bottom where the roots come out at right there, that part in the water. So I'm gonna soak another one, and soon I will have me some more garlic to plant. Now I'm just amazed at this mint is just showing out. And it's doing what mint plants do. It's just heading further closer to the sun. So all you can see all these plants are leaning towards the sun. Because that's what plants do. Wherever the source of the sun is, it's gonna lean that way. So this one started out just like this. Okay. Just put this camera down without knocking anything over or making it fall. But I just wanted to show that. I don't like tomatoes. I grew tomatoes when I first started growing it. I grew tomatoes because I knew it was good for you, but I had such an abundant amount. I don't like tomatoes like that. Only thing I like that is zucchini. So I'm very excited about going ahead and get those started. But anyway, these are other stems that I started. Yeah, the onions. I mean the tomatoes that I did grow. That is how I ate them. A majority of them as fried green tomatoes. But see, I got these stems right out the package at the store. So this is what I wanted to say to somebody who don't believe me. Yes, you can. You can get mint from the store. This came from the store in a package like this, and I put it in water so it could root. And look at that, all the roots. It's ready to grow. Not only is it ready to grow, it got two more little rosettes right there, ready for a whole new family. So I'm gonna be planting that in a pop bottle planter just like this one. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do in the rest of this video is create that pop bottle planter. And yes, I have done this video many times. I don't think it's too many. I don't think it's a such thing. It's too many. It's a soda bottle. I have already put the holes in it for the air. I'm gonna cut it in half. Using this line as the guideline. that I just gotta find. I gotta find, you know, a vegetarian restaurant so I can figure out what other types of things that I would like to grow. Because I learned the hard way with tomatoes. I don't want to do those again because I had too many and I don't eat tomatoes like that. That's one thing when you do grow it and you're successful, you have a bountiful harvest. I had a problem with giving that stuff away. Okay, I'm cutting this soda bottle pop in half. Yeah, I'm gonna do zucchini. I'm gonna do a lot of it, like I did last year. I'm very proud of that harvest, and it lasted me all the way to, I think, January was when I finally got to the last zucchini. So that's a plant that I know have a long shelf life. I would like to try eggplant because I do like eggplant. Yes, sir.
He's like, your mama smoking like, boy, you just became her favorite, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying?
Fry the eggplant with spaghetti. I was talking to my live people. Wow, that's a good idea. Okay, so back to the pop bottle planter. I've done this many times. I'm doing it again. I put water on the bottom. And I use the label as my guide to how far up. And I take a wick. I make a wick out of a dish towel, dry towel. You can get these at Dollar Tree anytime, any day of the week. And I cut it to make the wick. So here we go, cutting it. I cut the strip about 1 inch. It really ain't no particular. As long as it's long enough to reach the bottom of the soda bottle. Long as it's long enough to reach the bottom. After you have put this in on the top. Okay. So you want the wick to be able to reach the bottom. And then you can see here where I put holes in them for the air. It ain't no set number or type, but the holes is just for air because plants need air. That's all I do. You put them all around like I did. About 6 holes all together. Then you take the wick, put it in the top, put it through the nozzle, and you want to make sure that it reaches the bottom. Now you can clearly see that that wick is at the bottom. Then you fill the top with soil. Now I'm gonna get the soil. Okay. Hopefully without knocking anything over. All right. So I got my soil down here, which is a combination of Miracle-Gro and the very fertile stuff I got in my backyard. And I'm not gonna fill it all the way up because, well, yes I am. I thought I was transplanting the plant. No, I'm just transplanting the stem. So I'm gonna fill it up. Fill it up to the top. Okay. Now I'm gonna take that stem that has given me all these wonderful roots. It's now gonna give me a whole new plant, just like this one. You see how it's only 2 sets of leaves right there. This one was exactly like that, and you see it's now like 8 sets of leaves on it. So since I planted this done grew 8 more sets of leaves. And this one is gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna plant it down in there. I need a little bit more soil. Okay. All right, now I'm just gonna stick my finger in it, dig a space for the new stem. They got new babies in it. I'm gonna stick it right on down in there. So I'm digging a hole. I'm putting the mint down in there and gently covering it, and then give it a good watering from the top. Now that's gonna give me a whole new plant. And guess where I got it? I got it from, I didn't get this from the yard. I got it from a mint package that I bought from the grocery store. Because it was still snow on the ground when I bought this. I didn't have no mint growing in the yard. I wanted something growing inside. So that's why I did that. Now I'm gonna do it again for a whole new other plant. And that's gonna give me some more mint indoors. I won't have to go outside and tackle them stairs, scared of falling every time I go down the stairs. Now that's ready to grow. So that's it for me on these plant things. That's all I got to talk about. I'm getting ready to take the mint over there that's growing crazy. That's gonna become mango salsa. Okay. So I love my mango salsa. Anyway, that's it. I don't want this video to be too long because I want to be able to upload it in my garden groups. And that's it. That's all. I wish I could have seen everybody comments, but I appreciate the ones that did hang and stick out with me. Peace and love. I'll see y'all again in the next video.